You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, I got to tell you, we may be in full-on Jussie Smollett, Bubba Wallace territory here. Full on. We've got Alyssa Thomas coming out playing the victim. Now we got Dewanna Bonner coming out playing the victim. So let me understand this. A story that went full-on national news, probably got 100 million views on it. Hell, may have gotten 500 million views on it. We got nearly a dozen threats. Wait, how many? Nearly a dozen? I understand none are good. But if I was to go through my comment section every day, I'd be like, oh, I got threatened on a day that ends in Y. Oh, but that's all right, because I'm white. That's good. We're good with that. Cracker, honky. Oh, all right. No, but we're good. Oh, nothing to see here. Please move along. Guys. Son of a bitch. I mean, really? Son of a bitch. Alyssa Thomas came out yesterday and said the league had not said shit back to her and hadn't addressed the online hate or the incident or any of that. So, Cathy Engelbert released a statement. The WNBA vehemently condemns any and all forms of hate. The safety and well-being of everyone in our community is always the league's top priority. We are aware of Alyssa Thomas's comments. Alyssa Thomas, are you aware that Caitlin Clark got a fist in her throat? Where's the comment for that? Where's the statement condemning that? And what she said and her teammates have experienced is completely unacceptable and not representative of the WNBA community. The league and our security team have been in contact with the Phoenix Mercury organization, remain committed to protecting all players. All right. Very interesting. So I posted this just a few minutes ago. Mitchell Northam, who's a USA Today senior reporter, came out and said the following. So sources are telling reporters that Cathy Engelbert did reach out to Alyssa Thomas, and the WNBA contacted the Phoenix Mercury. Alyssa Thomas and Nate Tibbetts are saying the opposite. Someone here is not telling the truth. Of the parties involved, Cathy doesn't deserve the benefit of the doubt. Really? Are we sure? My boy CDS laughing my ass off, but the thug Alyssa Thomas, who we know has repeatedly lied on this exact subject, does deserve it. Shut the F up, clown. CDS does not hold back, folks. He doesn't hold back. Oh, interesting. Cathy did reach out to Alyssa Thomas, and the W contacted the Mercury. Jussie Thomas, Dewanna Wallace, Bubba Bonner, Alyssa Smollett. Hashtag hoax. What is going on here? Cathy Engelbert getting booed last night during the Commissioner's Cup Championship. By the way, these mid-season tournaments, bleep these things. They don't mean any. If you win this, who cares? Nobody cares. Okay, so Cathy Engelbert got the shit booed out of her in New York last night. Is that because of Alyssa Thomas or because you haven't said shit backing up Caitlin Clark? Again, by the way, Caitlin Clark's agent should have her foot up the league office's ass. That's not going to happen. They're all part of the same club. So Cathy Engelbert gets booed. Annie Constable. The Athletic has obtained screenshots of nearly a dozen texts, direct messages, social media comments sent to Dewanna Bonner, including racial slurs and death threats. She told TA she hasn't heard from the commissioner, Cathy Engelbert, quote, in years, she told The Athletic. Nearly a dozen. Quote, nearly a dozen. Off a story with 100 million views. We are in full Jussie Smollett, Bubba Wallace situation. Hashtag Clark Country. Anybody remember that? They Jussie Smollett, they scream MAGA country. Yeah. We all know how that shit turned out. Garage pull rope. And Bubba Wallace. I'm sure Annie Constable, Athletic, you've sent all of these directly to the FBI, correct? The DOJ, correct? You've got them shot right over there. We want to make sure you do, so you take this seriously. I cannot wait. I await the FBI's full report on the seriousness of Dewanna Bonner's messages she's gotten. Thomas said she was sent death threats, received threats against her family, and was called racial slurs online. Again, if I go a day without being called cracker, I'm not sure what to, but that's fine. That's good. We're good with that, right? Yeah, nothing to see here. Please move along. Quote, a lot of us, myself included, didn't know the play took place until after the game. Now we're being painted as thugs, and there's death threats out on us. So it's really unacceptable. It needs to change. Yada, 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 yada. And of course, she said Cathy Engelbert said, nothing to see here. Please move along. Never contacted her. So, Dewanna Bonner also said she has been inundated with messages, including racial slurs, and she has received death threats to her and her family. The Athletic has obtained screenshots of nearly a dozen text, direct messages, and comments. So 3 different avenues of receiving feedback. You've put together nearly a dozen. Wait, so how many death threats exactly? 2? 3? 1? How many racial slurs? All right, let me guess. Are we including being called thug a racial slur? Because it's not. That's some made-up media bullshit. Just wondering. I would love to know. Oh, they said thug. We know what that word's replacing. No, that's some made-up bullshit that the media has tried to push, and your social justice warriors and your social activist. Oh, we know what thug means. No, it doesn't mean the N-word at all. White people can be thugs, no doubt about it. Trust me. In East Texas, I've known a few of them. Hilarious. I got to tell you, I cannot wait for the FBI to issue their statement regarding the seriousness. Oh, nobody's condoning death threats. We're not going to do that. We're not going to condone racial slurs, so we're talking full-on N-word action, right? Just hard ER at the end, right? That's what we're talking about. Because, again, thug's not going to do it. That's not going to qualify. Jussie, Bubba. Look, nobody should be sending death threats, but out of 100 million views or half a billion views or whatever that this story has gotten, again, I'm just keeping it real. YouTubers in this space get more death threats and more racial slurs. Just letting you know. How many times has Ben Daniel or one of the other black content creators been called something that sounds a lot like raccoon? How many times? They ain't going out there and crying rivers over it. I'm just being honest. You're in the public spotlight. There's going to be lunatics. That's all there is to it. Tell me what you think. Standard operating procedure that we all knew was coming was playing the victim. We knew it was coming. And here we are. I mean, I set my watch by this. Bubba Bonner. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.